run. I'll be back like another van. Ultra, ultra, ultra fast. I ain't with the bug dash. Running back, the running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. By the act, and run it back. And you see how I act, nothing I lack. Feeling like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that. I don't stress about it. I think less without it. I'm a cut at anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Running back, let me have it back. I'm a cut at anything.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Condors of Canton taking on the Lumberjacks of Anchorage. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Ready!
On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Richardson. Finding Walker complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here, teammates out on the perimeter, you can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
On first down, Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Richardson looking to throw this. He finds his man complete. That's Ramirez. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. But you look at this defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Richardson off the play fake. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Start the game, Charles. They go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
A 1st down carry for Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your 1st sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Gets this complete to Butte. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Okay, I'm not a fan of any routes that just, turn around defensive backs, mainly because I was a defensive back. But the comeback route is so difficult because to sell it, you're selling it like it's a deep route before you come back towards either the line of scrimmage or the sideline. And, boy, that one worked to perfection.
First down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Give to Bigsby on the option. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lumberjacks have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better.
How much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 2nd and 14. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
Well, he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because That's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Here we go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second down and a yard. They'll look to throw again. Looking again for Waller. He's got him again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man, it's Thornton. And he's taken down inside the 30. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Trucks over him. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He's going to keep this again. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it with Henry. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he shortened the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
Let's go now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. Goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Richardson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And they'll get him down short of the first down. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Fielded at the 43. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Four yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. And pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, 30 yards. And the Condors have retaken the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked out by Devin Witherspoon. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Keep it up! Keep it up!
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Play action. Now Richardson steps away. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Third and long for Richardson. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And they'll begin by running the option. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will 7. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Let's go now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not. But this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Richardson looking to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game, 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon.
Three.
Now it's Richardson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Will McDonald able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
On the set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Touchdown! Breece Hall from 17 yards out. And the Condors will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Richardson to throw off play action. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Richardson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to all get it back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives, making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Ramirez. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Take it to him.
Big play here, boys. Big play. Let's go. Let's make something happen. Come on. Oh my God, you gotta do it.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. From the gun, Bigsby. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Do it, baby. Chill out. Don't let him rest. Come on, guys. Dig deep.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Mostert now to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Got a man, Boutte. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Cleveland Farrell in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Okay, ready?
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Richardson. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. Oh, good move. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Here's a give to Bigsby. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Man in motion left, Mingo. And Bigsby once more.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
On third down, here's Richardson. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. Good move at the 30. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's look at it. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And Richardson looks to throw once more. Open man is Mingo, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They go play action with Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Second down, here's a run with Bigsby. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's this complete to Boutte. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one too wide and incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That pass complete. Here's Boutte with it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Back to throw again. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown! Keyshawn Butte. His first touchdown on the year. And the Condors are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. There he goes, right side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Another run by Bigsby. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Pressure comes and down he goes. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Waste of time.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you shake.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Chris Olave, 56 yards. And the Condors have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Powering his way forward. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Richardson working from the gun.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Richardson to the air on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Come on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Richardson.
And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
11 yards there, 1st down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay.
Touchdown! A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lumberjacks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And it looks like this one won't work out. Ham's team able to secure the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another 1st down.
Got it. Ready?
And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
Ready?
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Keyshawn Butte with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around, they're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, it's Richardson. He completes this one to Mingo. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. Richardson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 2nd and 5. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But if the assignment gets mixed up, that's the end result.
And they'll go on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game
Boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to right for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Lumberjacks 20. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
In it to win it. Here we go. Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Richardson out of the shotgun. That's going to be caught by Bigsby.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
On first down, Richardson.
Throw left side complete. That's Barnett. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now Richardson going to shift things up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Barnett. And he's got this down to the 35.
And Richardson looks to throw once more.
He finds his man complete. It's Barnett. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Here's Richardson to throw. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Just need a yard here. Second and 1.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Condors 55. Lumberjacks 27.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. That one looks like he'll throw here. Out to his left. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. One last shot for Richardson. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Canton, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Anchorage, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.